Hi, Corporal Kenney here. For the past couple of years I've been teaching myself how to make drill rifles like these, and today I've decided to make a YouTube video about it, that way you can learn how to make them too. So let's get started. After I finished making my stencil, I'm going to be putting it down on the board to make sure it fits the right dimensions, and once I've confirmed that it fits the right size, I'm going to be running it through the planer, because why I need to run it through the planer is that it's too thick and doesn't feel right on the hand. So my board ended up being a bit thick, but the problem is that I can't plane it anymore because my planer ended up dying for some reason, because I probably put it on too thick of a setting. But whatever, I'm just going to give it a big sanding, that way I can drop it down by like another 2 millimeters. After sanding it for about 15-20 minutes, it's good. And now I'm going to draw my stencil on it. I'm sorry, it appears that my camera battery died while filming, so you didn't get to see me making a stencil, but I can show you the final front. I kind of had to retrace the lines because of the cardboard, it didn't really go fully on, but it worked out pretty well, so I'm happy. Now it's the fun part, and I can cut out my stencil, and I'll be using a jigsaw. Now I'm going to do my sanding, that way it looks and feels right, not these sharp edges that feel horrible. Okay, I think I'm pretty much finished my rough sanding, and now that I've done my rough sanding, I'm going to do a 220 sanding, that way it's a smoother finish, to make sure I have a nice even appliance of putting on my sanding with the 220. I'm going to be taking a pencil and putting a light scribble everywhere, and when the scribble is gone, that's when I know I've sanded there for long enough. Now that I've finished all of my fine sanding, I'm going to be doing my staining. So for the staining, I have a little jig set up right here, as you can probably see. So for this jig, I have 2 pieces of wood, so that there's still space underneath. That way there's no contact there, there's the least amount of contact possible. I have 225 stain. It's premium oil stain. So basically what I do is I just open that up. Oh no, I made a mess. Oh well. I take my cloth and I'd make a little ball with it, I guess. You know, I just dab that in, but I put some on the table by accident, so I'm gonna dab on there, and I just rub that on. So let's jump into hyper time. As for all cadet drill rifles, you need to have a white band. So that will be the next step, putting a white band on this. Because if you look at this one, this has a white band. And the reason you have white bands is so that police officers and such can tell, oh, that's a drill rifle. So, this one needs to still get its white band put on it, so that's what we're doing next. Probably the most important thing when taping is to make sure that it is dry-ish. It doesn't need it so that the tape sticks. So I'm going to line it up approximately with this notch right here. Gonna line that up, try to bring that down as straight as I can, make sure it's taut. Rub that on right away. And then now that I've done that, I'm just gonna bring that down and snap. So that's about what I do as one edge. So just need to tighten this up. So that's gonna be my perimeter edge here. And then I will probably put my other one right about here. Again, I don't know if I'm putting that on straight, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's like a good inch or two thick. Just pull, and that's done. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take some form of white paint. I'm using cheap rust protector paint, so this cost me only about like $5, thankfully. So scrape the lid to that. Alright. So what I use is that I take a tiny cloth like this. I've just been using cotton t-shirts. Then I'll just lightly dab this in. Get some white paint, rust paint, as long as it's white. So just rub that on there. The trick that I use to get it on the right type, but not thin enough to see through, but not so thick that it drips and looks disgusting, is that I just tap it. I tap. Because see, that's a bit too much right there. So I'm going to drag that down, and then I'm going to tap again. Get a tap here. That's good, that's good. Now, you know what the most satisfying part is? The most satisfying part is when you peel it. For the camera, I'm going to peel it right away because it's just that thing, so it looks disgusting right now. But the most satisfying part is when you peel it, because that looks way better. It looks more independent. Look at that beautiful thing right there. That's lovely. So now you're just gonna let that sit and dry for like, I don't know, an hour or two. It's been drying for about 30 minutes now. Still gets a little bit of stain on me. The white band's a little bit tacky. But I took a cloth and wiped everything down one last time, and it's feeling pretty good. Overall, I think it went pretty well. Some things that I need to be careful of for next time is when I'm doing cuts, make sure I'm being careful on not adding too much pressure, and be more careful when I cut. That's basically my main thing to say. And don't use garbage to make something that's not garbage. So, I hope you found this video helpful. If you need more tips and tricks, or you have advice for me, just post in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe.